As people grow up, there are many different ways that we learn different ideas, such as through music. I remember learning Spanish, the quadratic formula, and various things about history through funny and enjoyable songs. And even though music does many helpful things that help us become better people and learn our standards, it also has many unwanted side effects. Current popular songs such as Trap Queen, Hotline Bling, and many others promote stereotypes of groups of people because of the content of the lyrics and the videos, and thus promoting racism whether or not it is intentional. Because of this, the government needs to be involved in the production and distribution of popular music by large businesses. Then here's an example of Trap Queen. In a school, if you were to play a song such as Trap Queen, almost all of the students are going to know the lyrics and going to be singing along. Trap Queen was a very popular song and is on the top charts for over 15 weeks. But when you actually stop to listen to the lyrics of the song, there are three main things that the song is about. Using women, making drugs, and selling these drugs for money. And these kids nowadays are learning about these terrible lifestyles, and they think it's okay to, because it's in a song, when they should actually be learning about the difference from right and wrong. And many studies have actually shown that music helps create a sense of self-identity for students in schools, but heavy metal music and gangster rap music has the largest growing concern for sex, violence, and drug abuse among students, and that's from the pediatrics. These artists, such as Fetty Wap, who should be role models for children and developing students, are teaching and planting the seeds towards racism and sexism. The lyrics and images that are used in music videos create stereotypes about groups of people because everyone knows the lyrics and enjoys listening to the music. A lot of research suggests that the stereotypes continue to be used on television are warping our perceptions of reality, especially when it comes to gender roles and in society. And that's from Vincent et al., page 750. Music is no longer what it used to be, and it is pretty obvious. Here's an excerpt of a piece by Stevie Wonder. Oh, wrong one. My bad. Music in general has changed a lot from what it used to be back in the 1980s, and this is evident through what artists of today use in the lyrics of their songs. If we look at artists from that period, such as Stevie Wonder, it is very obvious and easy to see the differences. In his song Big Brother, Wonder is talking about the government, how the government only cares about helping the African American people when it is convenient for them, and in the end, if they're actually voted into office, they're not making any differences in their lives. Because music is no longer about addressing problems that people have in their daily lives, with the living conditions and how people are treating them on a daily, and is more about what people do in their daily lives of drugs, sex, and money. People have no longer been trying to make a difference in what the music is trying to convey to today's youth. Racism and sexism are both prevalent in music videos because of how light-skinned African females are portrayed and meant to be associated with this idea of a white woman's beauty, while dark-skinned males are wrongly associated with criminality. And that's from Dixon et al., page 135. Because of the inherent ideas of racism and discrimination in music and videos, this is where the government needs to be involved. The government is supposed to take care of disputes and settle them between states if they make different different laws that affect the way that people live their lives. Popular music needs to have limits placed on it through what music is produced for the general public, and by placing limits on how the amount of explicit content and lyrics that can be in the videos. This is one of the steps that needs to be taken towards trying to fix the problem of racism and discrimination, because on top of creating more opportunities for individuals of the minority, it gets rid of the generalized stereotypes that it is creating. However, there are many different ways that the government is not able to affect the way that music is produced and distributed. The government is not able to do anything about this issue currently because it would be infringing upon the rights of freedom of expression. Music, for example, has always been a way that people are able to freely express themselves, and because of this, it is very hard to regulate and do anything about it. If proven statistically that music is creating discriminations among groups of people, then the good and the bad consequences will be weighed against each other in order to solve the issue. And that was from Scanlaw on page 205. And even though music is no longer inspiring or trying to create awareness for different problems that people have with society, it is still considered to be art and is not able to be infringed upon by government because of various acts that are protecting it. If we want to combat racism, we need to change what people listen to and what is available for them. Current popular music needs to be regulated because of the ideas that it plants in today's generations and even for the future generations. If we're to change people, this is where we need to start. Music is no longer music because it is creating people who are divided among discriminations and stereotypes of black and white. Thank you.